Good evening, everyone. My name is James Oluwole, and it's another exciting time for us to connect today at the James Oluwole Leadership Masterclass. It's great after 3 weeks thereabout that we've not been able to connect as a result of my trip to Nigeria for the Business Sustainability Summit program under my mentor, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. It's been a great engagement and learning. And as usual, I need to develop myself and also absorb so that I can also share from all of that. And I want to thank every of our viewers, for those that are joining us via Zoom, and also for those that are joining us on WhatsApp. Thank you for your consistency. This is the James Oluwole Leadership Masterclass. For those that are joining for the first time, if you're here for the first time, we want to welcome you, and we're excited to have you join us. We meet bi-weekly via Zoom and WhatsApp, and the James Oluwole Leadership Masterclass has been set up where we build a community of leaders, a community of professionals, both in business and in career, where we come together to share practical life principles and experiences, how we can grow in our field, how we can impact our world. The intention is to keep raising leaders and for us to inspire our world. I am a Master Certified Leadership Coach, trainer, and speaker. I am also a certified chartered accountant with ACCA, and I currently hold a position as a finance and operations director in one of the biggest NGOs in Mozambique. It's great connecting with you. And in our topic today, we're looking at the part 2 of our teaching, Everything Worthwhile is Uphill. Everything worthwhile. And at the part 2 today, we'll be focusing again on some key principles that would empower and enhance us towards achieving a worthwhile life. And I'm grateful for those that are able to follow us on YouTube, and we're able to connect on the part 1. At the part 1 that we held sometimes in September, I gave a more detailed introduction and provide some detailed example as a way of building up on the part 2 that we would be having today. And during our part 1, I did share on some key principles, which on our part 1, we talked about the first principle on how you can achieve a successful life is that you must begin with the end in mind. And during the part 1, I did indicate that for you to have a successful life, you must understand that your ability to begin with the end in mind is critical. And what does that mean? It means that you must have a clear goal and vision in life. There is no way you can achieve a worthwhile life. There is no way you can achieve a life of success without you having a clear goal of your vision and goals in life. And so from the beginning, you should be able to have a perspective. You should be able to have a bigger picture of where you would want your tomorrow to be and your future to be. What is your goal for the next 5 years? What is your goal for the next 8 years, 10 years, 15 years? Where do you see yourself? And your ability to picture it now would help you to begin to work towards that. And please, I recommend you to look at the part 1. We dealt with that much. And also we looked at the second principle, which is you must develop a disciplined lifestyle and build capacity. Let me be honest with you. If you want to achieve a worthwhile life, there must be discipline that you by yourself must be able to embed on yourself. No one is going to have that discipline in you except you show the courage and you are willing to be disciplined. And not just being disciplined, but building capacity in your field, in your business, so that you can achieve a successful life. As I said again in our part 1, there is no shortcut for success. There is no cheat code. No matter how, if you want to achieve a worthwhile life, it's uphill. It requires perseverance. It requires tenacity. It requires courage. And I know you have that. So today, we are going to be focusing on 8 principles in addition to the 2 that we had in our part 1. So I'm giving you 10 in combination. And I can guarantee to you that by the time we are done with the 8 that I'm going to be sharing today, is going to be of a greater impact. And if you apply it and you maintain the consistency in it, and I know that we have very great people here with us, so who already understood, because whatever that I will be sharing, these are knowledge and information that are out there, but I'm going to be being more personal, bringing in the practicality to it. And for those that are already in their successful career, in their successful business, there is a need for us to maintain consistency. So please, this engagement and this masterclass is also for you. The number 3 principle that we will be looking at today is that you must develop a priority lifestyle by focusing on the most important tasks. Please understand that people get busy on daily basis, but they cannot show the result of their achievement. That's the truth. Many times, many of us, we get so busy. You leave your home from early in the morning and you return back in the evening. And by the end of the week, by the end of the month, if you do a retrospect and an assessment of your activities, sometimes it's difficult for you to indicate what are you able to achieve. Are you able to be productive over the time? So one of the challenges I have seen is that many get busy, but they are not productive. Many get busy, but they are not accomplishing their goals. So if you want to achieve a worthwhile life, you must be able to develop a priority lifestyle. You must be able to know what are the most important things that I need to focus on. How do I maintain it? How do I live a lifestyle in my business, in my social life, with my family, towards attainment of the goals that I want to achieve? As I said, success is no shortcut. Success requires discipline. It requires our focus, and a priority lifestyle is key. Accomplishment, as I said again, it requires for you to live an accomplished life. You just don't need to be doing activities, and you cannot achieve a worthwhile life without aiming towards productivity and accomplishment. The reason many people lack priority lifestyle is because they don't have clarity of their dreams in life. Many don't have clarities of their goals. They are just moving and they don't even understand what matters most. Do you know what matters most in your life? Do you have clarity of your dreams and your goals in life? And one way I will be helping you today in understanding and having that clarity is a principle that we all know, which is the 80-20 principle, which is called the Pareto principle. And the 80-20 principle make us understand, and there are facts to these, that the 20% of your effort gives you the 80% of your results. Check any company, check any system. 80% of the result, the profit, the revenue that organization achieve is as a result of 20% of the workforce, the systems and the structure that they've been able to put in place. Check your life today. If you want to achieve a worthwhile life, my friend, I will encourage you that you need to identify what are the most important things in your life that you need to do, that you need to engage on to enable you achieve the productivity and the output of your life. And for you to focus on the key tasks, there are 3 critical things that I learned from my mentor, again, John Maxwell, which I would like to share with you. For you to achieve a priority lifestyle, you need to ask yourself, and please understand that this principle is applicable whether in your life, whether in your business, whether in your career, whether in your ministry, in whatsoever area. These 3 questions, you need to answer them. Number 1 is, what is the most required activity of you? Do you know it? Do you know the most required activity of you towards focusing on a priority lifestyle and achieving the productivity and accomplishment that you need? You need to ask that. What is the most required of you within your job description. Yes, you may have 10, 15 JDs, but I can tell you that there are 2-3 key things that would be the critical, and you need to know what is most required of you. Number 2 is that you must understand what are the things that you do that gives you the greatest return. Do you know it? It's unfortunate that we are in a world today that many people do not even know what gives them the greatest return. I was listening to a mechanic billionaire. I think I shared the podcast on I shared his notes on our leadership platform, where he did mention that they had a consultant, and when the consultant visited them in 2024, he told them that they have to move from a particular revenue to achieving almost ×5 of the revenue. And every one of them, including him as the CEO, said it's not possible. And the consultant began to break their business and begin to ask them that, are you focusing on the greatest things that gives you the greatest return? Because you might be busy doing everything. You might be busy thinking that you have 10, 15 workforce and not knowing that it's only 2 people that are bringing in the revenue of your organization. Are you focusing on your key strength zone? Are you focusing on your key strength areas that gives you the best of output? Please, you need to understand that the areas that provide the greatest of your returns are the areas you need to focus on. Do you know it? I see many people joining different organizations, but they don't feel fulfilled. Why? Because they have already gone to a place that the return is not there. It's not about the money. It's about it resonating with you. Does it resonate with your career? Does it resonate with your future? These are the critical things that we need to ask. And number 3, you need to look at what is most rewarding that people will be willing to pay for. What is it that you have today that the world is ready to celebrate on? What is it that you have in you that people are ready to pay for? If you need to know that. And once you know this, then you prioritize your effort into that. And in prioritizing your effort, please understand that there is a need for you to understand the power of focus. There is no way you can be able to answer the 3 questions: what is most rewarding, what gives you the greatest return, and what are people ready to pay you for, without you understanding the power of focus. Please know that focus on what truly matters is important to maximize impact. What do you need to focus on? You need to focus on your purpose. What is my purpose? How do I concentrate my effort towards achieving my goal? It has to be the discipline that you need to bring on. That this year, this season, no matter the circumstances, I have a goal and I need to hit it. So focus helps you. Focus helps you not to get distracted. Number 2 is you need to eliminate noise. Let me tell you, friend, there are noise around. And when I mean noise, it does not mean a vehicle that is passing around. Noise are distractions. Have you been able to identify the distractions in your life, in your business, in your career that has held you down? Your distraction, could even be a friend. A friend that when you want to be productive, that is when they come and they tell you, hey guy, let's hang out. Hey, let's do this. And before you know, you get distracted. These are noises. So you need to know those things that are affecting your focus, and you need to eliminate them. And number 3, you must be able to delegate. Strategic delegation is key. However good you are, and particularly for those business owners and also the career owners that are at the managerial supervisor level up to management level, please know that your ability to delegate is key. You can't do everything. I was listening to John Maxwell when I was at the conference earlier in March and in April. He was sharing that he does not read email. Can you imagine? That you are a business owner, a conglomerate, and you don't read email. He says he doesn't read emails. He doesn't respond to emails. Why? He said there are people that is their responsibility. On emails, that's their responsibility. So he focused on one primary thing that he does, which is speaking and showing up to the public. So you need to know the power of delegation so that you can focus on the greatest places that brings the return on you. And if you want to do that, there are some questions I also have for you to help you to live a priority lifestyle. And these are reflection questions, and I want us to quickly just look at them. The number one I have is that, have you identified your top 20% priority items? Have you identified them? I say it again. You need to know this because it's going to help you a lot. Number two, do you work hard or you are just believing? Because let me be honest with you, the fact that you believe that does not mean that you cannot take steps and focus on the things that are our priority. Accomplishments and results can only be accomplished by working. Believing would not happen. Oh, I believe I can fly. I believe I'm going to become a billionaire. It's not going to happen if you are not working on a daily basis towards accomplishing that. So what are you doing today apart from just believing? And many of us, particularly in the African world, we are so religious that we believe that God will do it. We believe that, oh, when I pay my tithe, the heavens will open and money will flow. No, it doesn't work that way. There has to be responsibility that you need to do. You have your responsibility to do. God has his responsibility to do. You cannot sit and assume that God will play his part. No, it doesn't work that way. Number three reflection question I have for you is that, do you have self-discipline in reviewing your daily progress? Have you been able to discipline enough to say, oh, I am done for the day. What have I achieved? Have I been productive or have I just shown up? Many people show up in organization and they end the day 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and you cannot even ask what they have accomplished. No purpose, no vision, no accomplishment. Every day I sit down and I tell myself, James, what am I going to do today that is of most important to me? And I look at it and that will give me the greatest of return and will bring the greatest of the impact. And I go for it. My encouragement to you is that please think about this. Also, have you reduced your time-wasting activities? You need to know what are the time-wasting activities and you reduce them. And are you result-oriented or you are just a busy person? Please understand that if you are just a busy person, it won't help you. Our number 4 principle, and please permit me, I'm moving very quickly because we have to get to the principle number 10 today. We are ending this section today, so I'm moving very quickly. The principle number 4 talks about that you have to be ready to sacrifice and lose something to win more in the future. If you want to achieve a worthwhile life of success and greatness, please be ready to sacrifice and lose something today so you can win something in the future. One of the challenges we have today is that many people are not willing to lose something every day. They are not willing to sacrifice. You have to lose something to gain something. And nobody achieves anything great by giving the minimum. You cannot achieve a great thing by giving a minimum of your time. No, you cannot achieve something great and just sitting and thinking it's going to happen like that. Are you willing to sacrifice your effort? Are you willing to sacrifice the money for a bigger money to come? Are you willing to sacrifice your time? Are you willing to sacrifice your sleep so that you can stay awake, study, and accomplish that goal? One cannot achieve greatness without sacrifice. Why have you remained so stagnated in your career and business by not willing to lose now and get a bigger reward? We're in a world today that you see someone tells you that he starts, for instance, like a printing business, and they start this printing business 15 years ago in a small shop, and you, after 15 years, the person is still in that small shop, and you're wondering. This clearly tells you that the person has limited himself. They've chosen to stay stagnated. And these individuals continue to give reasons. Oh, the economy is bad. The government is bad. Many have remained in one location of their business and they have failed to expand. and you think you will achieve a worldwide life, what sacrifice are you willing to make? What are you willing to lose so that you can achieve a greater goal tomorrow? I have some examples to share with you here. Number one example is John C. Maxwell was already striving as a pastor in US. But as at the period he was resigning, he was already recognized as the 10th most influential pastor in America. He had to let go and resign his pastor position and took up his new vision as a leadership expert. And he expanded himself beyond just leading a church to leading nations. Today, the John Maxwell Leadership has over 60,000 coaches across the world. They are in more than 140 nations, or even 150 nations. That is what he's been able to achieve because he was willing to sacrifice the position of a pastor in a church where he would have just remained in the confine of America, and now the whole world is celebrating him. What are you ready to sacrifice? I have another example is Dr. Bishop David Oyedepo, who is also my spiritual mentor. He needed to sacrifice and leave the state of Kaduna in Nigeria to relocate to Lagos, and from Lagos again to another bush in Ota in Ogun State, where today the headquarters of the church is. And can you compare the impact and the glory of Canaan land in Ota as compared to Garden of Faith in Kaduna? No. The ministry has expanded as a result of the willingness of this one person hearing and being ready to make sacrifice. I also want to give my own personal examples. There are sacrifices I have given. I have been able to, we were in Nigeria and I took a bold step, even before I became 30 years old, to leave my extended family and myself and my wife with our little child. She was just 1 year old. We took that bold steps to relocate to Ghana. It was a bold decision. I see many young people today, they are not willing to leave their comfort zone. They tell you, oh, I cannot leave Maputo. Oh, I cannot leave the capital city. I left Abuja city and I relocated to Ghana in Tamale, which is a northern capital city in Ghana. That is sacrifice. And you can imagine what that has helped me to. From Ghana again, we had a very beautiful home in Ghana and we're already enjoying life. I took that sacrifice again to relocate from Ghana and moved to Maputo 2 years ago. And these are your willingness to sacrifice helps you to achieve greater goals, greater opportunities. You're able to see life in different perspectives and you're able to win a lot. What are you willing to lose so that you can gain something great tomorrow? I keep telling people that there are some positions that you may be willing to even sacrifice for bigger positions tomorrow. Are you ready? There are some tasks that you might be given, and yes, you might not be the one doing those tasks, or it shouldn't even be you doing it. But are you willing to just take it, even if you are not being paid, and doing it, knowing that something good may come tomorrow? Sometimes people may tell you that, they are using you. Please, let me tell you, allow them to use you so that you can build courage, you can build experience. Your ability to sacrifice will take you places. Many youths are lazy, and I feel pain. You can see the passion I'm speaking today because our youth are not ready to sacrifice. My elder brother took a very low-paid job to start in a consulting firm under architecturing and quantity surveying. And one of our revered mentors, Mr. Akinjo, told him, look, go and join this company. That is the secret for you. And he went there, and this is someone that was almost gaining a first class in school there. And you know what 20,000 is as a salary for him? And he took that. He did his marriage earning 30,000 naira. Now, 30,000 naira as at that time, I can tell you, is less than $100. That is what an individual was willing to sacrifice. And look at him today, with all due respect. Now, I'm just giving these examples so that you can understand that your ability to sacrifice will give you a bigger win tomorrow. And I have some reflecting questions again for you. Number one is, what trade-offs are you willing to make to pursue your goals and fulfill your dreams in life? What trade-offs are you willing to make? Do you invest on your personal development? Which relationships have you had and that has held you stagnated for a long time? What are the relationships that you need to let go today? There are toxic relationships and you are not willing to let go of. Please do let go of it so that you can have a better future tomorrow. How committed are you never to giving up? Your ability to never give up, for your willingness to sacrifice, would help you a lot. So check your business. What decisions do you need to make? Who are in your organizations today that they are not adding value, that you need to let go, even if it is a friend that recommended them? I'm reading this very great book, and I'm learning a lot from this book, Making It Big, by the billionaire Femi Otedala. And in this book, man, there are a lot he shared. How, employing people and they are not fitting into the job. They are not fitting into the culture. They are not fitting into the productivity. Are you ready to sacrifice them? Are you ready to let go of people so that you can build a system and an organization that would give you the best of value? Are you ready to stand for truth and for integrity, even when everybody feels that your own is too much? I have been in that situation where people tell me, James, are you the owner of this company? Are you the owner of this church? People do not want truth. People do not want to stand for what is right. But let me be honest with you that sometimes these sacrifices are costly. It's painful. But if you're able to stand for it, I tell you, the bigger goals and the bigger results would always be better off as compared to what you are losing today. So my encouragement with you is that please be willing to sacrifice. Number 5 principle towards achieving a worthwhile life is that you must build hunger and appetite for excellence. You must build hunger and appetite for excellence. Please, according to Vince Lombardi, he said, your success in life will be determined more by the depth of your commitment to excellence than by any other factor, no matter your chosen field. Please understand that no matter your chosen field, your ability to achieve success is as a result of the depth of your commitment to excellence. Are you a mediocre person? I see many people that they just want to live an average life. They just want to be average. They are not willing to show excellence in the things they do. You engage them on excellence, they tell you, oh, your own is too much. No, it shouldn't be. Your ability to achieve a worthwhile life requires a life of excellence. Are you a person of excellence? Excellence indicates that you are constantly improving and you are an outstanding person. It is a combination of skills, your strong work ethics, commitment to continuous improvement, and ability to meet established standards. That is what an excellent person is. It is associated with the values of discipline. Excellence is associated with the values of integrity. It's associated with the values of accountability and passion for quality. Do you have that in you? Excellence requires a mindset that is focused on growth and willingness to learn, both from success and failure. Are you ready to learn? Are you willing to learn? Are you the kind of person that they give feedback and you get angry? Are you the kind of person that they give feedback and you're not ready to see your flaws? Please understand that there is no one that is perfect. For you to achieve excellence, you must understand and learn from your success and from your failure. Oprah Winfrey, she said something. She said, excellence is the greatest deterrent against racism and sexism. Excellence is the deterrent against racism and sexism. And for whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whether you are black, whether you are white, nobody cares as long as you have quality for excellence, people will patronize you. So don't tell me, oh, they don't like me in that organization. Oh, they don't like me in that environment because I am not from their clan. I'm not from their religion. I'm not from their tribe. I have been within the other religions and have been accepted. I've been in 2 nations. I've left Nigeria over the past 9 years, and I've been working in Ghana, Mozambique. What has changed? Nothing has changed other than my willingness and my discipline to continue to stand on excellence. Now, I am not there yet, but on daily basis, I keep asking myself, what else can I do, James? James, what else can you do to get to that level? Because according to Rolf Kaufman, he said that there are 6 levels of service excellence, and you need to learn it. 6 levels of service excellence. The first one is that there is a criminal level. And at the criminal level, you are just doing things just to get the reward. And you are doing an abysmal and a poor job that people will look and think that, wow, you did this. And the second level talks about the basic level. Basic level, oh, they asked you to do this thing and you just did it. No value, no creativity, nothing. In fact, you do it late, people get angry, you don't care. And many people, particularly business owners, they are at the basic level. Have you been able to grade your business? Have you been able to create yourself in your organization? Assessing it, and I encourage you to go and read about Service Excellence by Rolf Kaufman. It's going to give you depth if you're a business person or you are a career person. You need to know what level you need to attain. The number 3 level talks about the expected level. The expected level is those that are providing services in what is expected. They provide it, the vendor requires that, okay, we need this specification, and they're able to meet the specification. So, they achieve it expected, they deliver it on time, everything is good. But is expectation okay? There is still 3 more levels that you can attain. The number 4 is what we call the desired level. The desired level is the level where you are adding creativity. You are adding innovation to the service. You are making your clients look at you and say, wow, I asked you for this and you've gone this way. And that is where we should be. The number 5 talks about the unbelievable level, where you are wowing your clients. People are looking at you, your boss is looking at you, he gives you a task, and you've already done A, B, C, D. You're already thinking 10 times ahead of your boss. And your boss is imagining that, who is this guy? Where did we get him from? That is an unbelievable level. And the final one talks about the astonishment level. And that is the highest level. Astonishment level is key. And please, you need to build excellence. And according to some qualities of excellence that I learned from Dr. Mensa Otabi, and I would like to share that with you quickly. Dr. Mensa Otabi talked about some qualities that you need to learn in building excellence. Please understand that excellence is visible and cannot be hidden. Friend, let me tell you, you cannot hide excellence. If you're a person of excellence, if your business is excellence, it will show. So if people are not patronizing you, if in your organization you are not being celebrated, ask yourself, are you an excellent person? In any environment you find yourself, if you are not an excellent person, people will not celebrate you. Number 2, excellence brings influence and free marketing. When you're a person of excellence, I'm telling you, people will recommend you. You don't need to look for jobs. Jobs will come to you. Why? Because you're a person of excellence. Are you living your life as an excellent person? You're telling people that, oh, I've been here and I'm stuck. It's because you've been living a mediocrity life. You are not living a life of excellence. Your work, your product, your service is not excellence. Number 3 is excellence is practical. It's not theoretical. Excellence is not speaking English. Excellence is not, oh, I can do it. Can you do it? If we put you on the spot, can you do it? It is evidence. It's not fake. And excellence attracts you to kings and rulers. in your cities and in your nations. Excellence, that is what it is. And now for you to have hunger for excellence, what that means is that you need to be desperate. You need to have desire for something to meet your needs at the moment. Do you have hunger for excellence? You know, when you are hungry, you want to eat food. Many of us, we sometimes we don't show hunger for excellence. When you want to show hunger for excellence, it means that you want to perform the job in the best way you can. You want to give it the best because you are hungry to achieve it. So, and please understand that when you are hungry for excellence, it's a short period. For instance, you may say, oh, I want to become the next manager, or you want to move to the next cadre of your job promotion, or you want to achieve, maybe you are making 1 million in revenue, and next year you say, I want to hit 2 million. Now that is a target, and that is a hungry for excellence. Then you make every effort and you hit 2 million. Great. You are hungry for excellence. You did all you need to do. You got it. Now, the second one talks about appetite for excellence. What does that mean? Appetite for excellence is the capacity required to satisfy oneself on a consistent manner. You are satisfying yourself, so you are not just hungry, because hunger is short time. You do it, you achieve the goal, and you feel relaxed. You become complacent. You stay at your comfort zone. But appetite helps you to continue to improve, continue to stay consistent and constant. Appetite is the driving force to maintain a momentum for excellence. And please, if you want to achieve excellence, have both hunger and appetite. You need to have both, and the combination of both will help you a long way. The number 6 principle in achieving a worthwhile life, because as I said, everything worthwhile is uphill. The number 6 is you must develop structure and systems. You must develop structure and system. Now, I know that there are many people that may want to have questions. As usual of us, we take questions once the presentation is done. So please, if you have questions, and for those on the Zoom, you can begin to drop your questions on the chat box, and you can also begin to drop your comments if you want to make comments on any of the points, and we'll look into that. Number 6 principles talks about developing a structure and system for your life, for your business, for your ministry. In anything you do you have structure? Are you a structured person? Do you have system? Are you the kind of person that today somebody will just tell you, oh, let's go here, and you just wake up in the morning, no plan, and someone may just call you, and the whole of your day is taken away by someone? No, it means something is wrong. You're not a person of structure and system. Nothing without structure has a future. Nothing. If you don't have structure for your business, I'm sorry. If you don't have structure for your life, I'm sorry, you cannot achieve success. So check yourself. Are you structured? Do you have systems? Do you have discipline? Have you set boundaries to yourself? Structure determines strength, growth, and continuity of any organization and any individual lives. Whether you're in business, whether you're in career, if you have structure, it determines your continuity. It determines your relevance, because you are able to set the right parameters that helps you to achieve your needed goal. According to Dr. David Oyedepo, he says any system without efficient structure is bound to rupture. Any system. So stop complaining over the government. Check your life. If you lack a system in you, if you lack the structure in you, you may rupture. You may have deficiency. You may have some challenges that the world is not ready to take you on because of those weaknesses that you have in you. Without a viable structure, there cannot be a viable future. Your lasting success is determined by the structures and the systems in your life. Your lasting success is determined by the structures and the systems in your business. It's determined by the structure and system in your organization, in the ministry. I keep telling people, I cannot be in an environment where systems is not working, where structure. I'm sorry, that is my makeup. That is, and on a daily basis, I'm working on it. You know, I live a life of budget from beginning, and it's working for me. Many don't have budgets in their lives, and you want to become financially successful? No, it doesn't work that way. You must have a boundary. You must have a structure in you. You must know what can I spend and what is meant for investment, what is meant for savings. These are structures. Without effective structure, according to Bishop David Oyedepo, nothing small that can, with an effective structure, nothing small that cannot become big. With an effective structure, nothing big that cannot become bigger. With an effective structure, nothing great that cannot become greater. And nothing viable of a structure that limits that determines the limit. Your limit would just keep moving because you have the right systems and structures in place. Do you have that? Can you take your life today and you say you're a person of structure? I have the following reflecting questions for you. Do you have a personal system for achieving your goals? Yes. You already know the beginning to the end in mind. As I've said in our number one principle, you've set the goals, you've set the vision. You are already willing to sacrifice. You're already willing to set discipline. But do you already set the right systems and structure? How do I achieve this? Do you have an agenda every year and you stay disciplined to it? What systems have you put in place to avoid time wasting, to manage your time effectively? Because time management is also key, and many people do not have a system to waste and they are wasting time. And the difference between the poor and the rich is time. How we use our time. Because we all have the same time. So every day you wake up, you are complaining, and a same person is waking up and is thinking what next to do. It's not because there is a level playing ground. The ground is the same. But the first person is thinking and giving excuses, and the other person is thinking of creativity and solution. Never you'll be around people that complain and they are always thinking of negativity. It won't help you. And I said here that, do you also understand boundaries towards structures? There are some things you should not take. There are some boundaries you must set. With all due respect, one of the boundaries I've been able to set is that my presence in any organization, you can't come to me and tell me, James, let's do this deal. No, that's not me. There are boundaries. And from the beginning, my reaction will tell you, you can't come to me. The no vendor can tell me today, anywhere I've worked, and I've been doing finance job over the last 15 years of my career. You know, I've been doing procurement. No one vendor can tell me that I took something. No, you have to set the boundaries. Have I been tempted severally? Have I seen opportunity to take advantage of the organization and the system? Yes. But I understood that all of this would not have an impact to where I am going. So I understood that for me to achieve a worthwhile life, it requires a discipline. What are the things I can and where are the boundaries I need to set? And from the beginning, I made those boundaries known. Structures ensures that you have the right team and you also have the right relationships around you. Do you have the right team? Do you have the right relationships around you? Who are the people within your team? Because for a system to function well, please understand that you need an effective team. You need an effective team for any system to function well. The team must be effective. And do you have one? No one succeeds alone. So if you want to achieve a big goal, you want to achieve a big dream, not just having structures, not just having systems, who are the team that you are ready to work with? And please understand that there are many things that you may not be able to build internally, that you may need to outsource, you may need to pay for. And you need to think about that, except if you are having a limited dream. A strong team multiplies capacity, motivation, and accountability. The size of your team determines the size of your dream. So if your dream is shallow, then that tells me the size of your team. If you have a big dream and you have a small dream, I will laugh at you because I know you are going nowhere. Your dream determines the size of your team. So you need, and it's not just having people working for you without defining what each should be doing. And particularly now that we're in the world of AI. AI is doing a lot, and you need to be also very strategic so that you can edge on AI. So if you are in the workforce now and you are not already thinking of how you can be effective and efficient, leveraging on AI skill, please, you need to think about that. Who is in your network that adds value to you? Do you have any? Do you have any in your network that add values to you? That add value, that can recommend you to the next opportunity? Do you have that? It's very important, and you need to focus on that. The number 7 principle, please bear with me as I'm running very quickly, and I want to believe that for those on WhatsApp, you are following. I'm seeing that we have a very good number of people both on Zoom and on WhatsApp. Great to have everyone joining. Our number 7 principle to achieving a worthwhile life, to achieving a successful life, is you must build financial intelligence and wealth creation mindset. You cannot achieve a successful life without thinking wealth, without thinking of understanding finance. So don't tell me you read biochemistry. Don't tell me you read biology or you read physics or whatever. Finance is the game. At least you must be able to know the basics. You must be able to understand and how you can manage a budget. You need to understand the basic cash flow. You need to understand liquidity. You need to understand what is an asset. You need to know what is a liability. Many people invest in liabilities thinking they're investing on assets. You need to know these things because you cannot achieve a successful life, as I said again, without understanding finance. Discipline in savings, investing is key. Do you know that? What are you doing today in your savings? Do you have a savings culture? Are you investing on daily basis? Investing in yourself, investing in your family, investing in the organization if you have a business? What are you doing? What are you doing to invest in yourself? And I mentioned to people that one of the greatest investments you may have is invest in you as a career person and invest in your business if you're a business owner. There is no one that invests more in this area and they don't get the value for it. Are you ready to invest more in yourself so that you can achieve a greater reward? Again, there is a statement here by Dr. Oyedepo, and I read this from one of the books, Ruling Your World. It says, no matter how spiritual you are, to pretend that money is not essential and necessary is to make mockery of your destiny and dreams in life. No matter how spiritual you are, for you to pretend that money is not essential and necessary is to make mockery of your destiny and dreams in life. Please, you need to know that. You need to know that, please, and walk around it. Some reflecting questions is, 1, do you know the current and expected financial level? Do you know that? Do you know your current and unexpected financial level? Have you chosen the right financial vehicles for your life? Now, I don't have all the time to share all of this, but there are some teachings I've done on finance in building financial wealth, creating financial wealth creation and retention. And I will encourage you to go to my YouTube platform at the James Solo Leadership YouTube platform. You can access everything on that. Here, I'm just putting down some very high level as a result of wanting to wrap up on this. So you need to know the right vehicles that will take you from one destination to the next destination. And first, you need to be honest with yourself to even know your level. What level are you? Because there are, in the pyramid of wealth, there are different levels, and you need to know which level you fall into. Do you also know how long it will take you to arrive at your expected financial level? These are clear questions that you should be able to answer. What controls have you put in place to prevent misuse of funds and abuse? Have you have controls that you are putting in place to avoid misuse of funds What investment decisions are you making today to grow your assets and liquidity? Are you doing that? Are you intentional in growing your investment today? What are you doing to do in achieving that? The number 8 principle towards achieving a worthwhile life is that you must develop the right attitude. The number 8 principle to achieving a worthwhile life is you must develop the right attitude. And let me quickly share this announcement. Our next teaching after this, I'm going to be discussing on some 3 critical values that would help you. I don't know how far we can go with that, but I'm going to be teaching on some 3 critical values that will help you. The number 1 value is the value of character and integrity. The second one I will be discussing is the value of competence. And the third I will be discussing is on the value of loyalty. Let me say this, even as I'm talking about on this principle. If you have competence and you don't have integrity, and you have a bad character, I'm sorry, you may not go far in life. If you have character and integrity and you're not a person of competence, it will also limit you significantly. Now, you may have both character and you may also have integrity, but if you are not loyal, it's going to mess you up. So join me in our next teachings as I'm going to be exploring on these 3 values. And I can tell you it's going to move you again to another level that you will appreciate me for that. So as I continue on the attitude, your attitude is your altitude. Your attitude is your altitude. The far you want to go in life, check your attitude. If things are not working well for you, you're having bad relationships, people are running away from you, check yourself. It's not about the people, it's about you. And when you say we need to get to the level where we are honest with ourselves, one of the things I hate is emotional blackmail. And unfortunately, many people are beginning to use this instrument of blackmail, to blackmail you emotionally and not wanting to fix their character and attitude. No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. You need the far you can go is as a result of having the right attitude. Are you a good person? Do you have the right attitude? What are the attitudes we're talking about? The attitude of humility, the attitude of empathy, care, respect. Are you a person that shows respect? Are you a person that you are willing to accept feedback when it's given? The attitude of belonging, accepting people, and you're not trying to say, oh, this person is not my person, and you are beginning to build cliques. Many are having cliques, which is not necessary, and you want to go far in life? No. So there are attitudes that we need to develop, and it's going to help us. Your thoughts determines your actions, and your actions determine your result. What are you thinking? You already thinking about negative things or positive things? How are you engaging yourself on daily basis? Are you the one that is building a mindset of abundance or a scarcity mindset as a result of your attitude? Many people, they use negative words. Oh, I don't have. This thing is difficult. I cannot achieve it. I hate it. To be honest, I do. I hate it with passion. If you're a negative person, don't come close to me. Because I strongly believe that there is nobody that is weak today that cannot be strong tomorrow. There is nobody that is a failure today that cannot become the best tomorrow. So why limit yourself? Why look down on other people and feel that you are the best and nobody can get to your level? No, we need to have that openness and allow people to come in, and we give them the platform to rise. And if you are a leader here and nobody is rising under you, you are a failure, no matter your level, no matter your position. Leadership is about those that are following you. Can we see the proof of your leadership in your followers? Can we see the proof in them? So your attitude is key, and you need to have the abundance mindset. Many are giving excuse. Many have the scarcity mindset of fear, whereas the abundance mindset talks about what? Productivity and opportunities. I have some example here about some attitude that I have developed for myself, and it's guiding me. In 2024 and 2025, yeah, I made a personal decision, myself and my wife, that one of the attitudes I would keep nurturing is to build valuable relationships and to let go of toxic relationships. And let me be honest with you, on daily basis, we check ourselves. Relationships that are toxic, we easily let go. However it may be. Now, we are not an enemy of the individuals or the people, but we look at it that, is this relationship adding or reducing in us? Does this relationship create emotional bankruptcy, or it creates creativity and innovation? There are people you are with them 2-3 hours. You cannot know what you are achieving. Everything is complaining, talking, saying things that have no value. No. Every time I am intentional about the relationship I create. It's as a result of this, I took the bold step to joining the master leadership in early 2024, because I felt that I need to be in the right platforms, in the right relationship, and look at the outcome of it today. I took another bold step with my wife in October last year to join the Billionaires Conclave under the mentorship of Dr. Olumide Emmanuel, and I can see the impact in me. What relationships are you building today in time as a result of the attitude you are intentionally creating on yourself? Nobody can give the excuse. It has to do with you. Another example also I did on myself is on daily basis, I choose to add value to people. I choose on daily basis. One of the reasons we are doing this podcast is a decision I have made. That even if the James Ole leadership is going to move from, is going to be having paid events, paid programs, and paid services, we are still going to be adding value to people through the free masterclass. It's not going to stop. So I choose on daily basis, and I don't need to wait for 2 weeks to come and speak to you to add value to you. Every day, I look for an opportunity, whether in my community, whether in my office, whether in my environment, whether in a family, to add value to people. I am intentional on this. My wife is intentional on this. We keep looking. I was speaking to somebody today with, he's a police guy, and he was telling me, and in fact there was an interpreter. He said, I'm not able to speak Portuguese, and I was telling the person that if there is anything he appreciates me is how I humbled myself to meet up with him, and that he sees me as a role model. This is a guy we know from nowhere, but he was just a security in the estate we were staying. And that was how we developed the relationship. And that relationship is there today. Every day, who are you adding value to? You must be intentional about these things, and you need to do that. And I have some following reflecting questions for you. Are you intentional about building the right attitude? Do people around you share your values? And do they challenge you to improve? If you don't have people that challenge you to improve, please check yourself. Don't be the best among everybody. No. Always think about who is challenging you to be better. Don't always be the best. Number 9, principles is that you must invest in your growth and personal development. You want to achieve a successful life, a worthwhile life, please, you must keep learning. You must keep growing. Growth is the foundation of success. Growth is the foundation of success. The guarantee that your future will be great and successful is your intentionality to grow yourself today. The guarantee that tomorrow will be great is your intention of what you are doing today. And these are quotes from my mentor, John Maxwell. He further said, if you want to reach your potential and become successful, you must go out of your way to seize growth opportunities as if the future depends on it, because it does. It does. What are you doing to grow yourself? In your career, in your field, what are you doing every year? Do you have a budget for personal growth? I keep telling people, I see many career people, and all they tell you is that, oh, my organization does not do personal training and development. They don't sponsor us to train. And I say, you're sitting there and waiting for organization to train you when you should be adding value to yourself. Why did they employ you from the beginning? The reason they employed was because you had a degree, you had a master's program, you invested in yourself, or your parents invested in you, and the organization saw the quality in you. These are the common sense that we need to build. So if they want to give you a higher level, is that it is on you. Don't wait for an organization to develop you. And I'm not saying if the opportunities are there, you shouldn't leverage on it. And I'm not saying organizations should not create training development capacities for their team, but I'm saying that don't wait. Every big success and accomplishment I've had in my career is as a result of my resolute in developing myself. I never wait for an organization. Every year, I invest an average of $5,000 to $10,000 over the last 3 years in building myself. It's not that the money is somewhere else. It's that I took the discipline to say, look, if I need to get to where I am today, or I need to go to where I am tomorrow, there has to be something in me that I have to keep developing. What are you doing to invest yourself? To be informed through learning is to be transformed. You cannot be a transformed person if you're not ready to be a learner. You cannot be a transformed person if you are not ready to be a learner. And continuous learning ensures continuous relevance. Henry Ford said, anyone who stops learning is old, whether you are age 20 or age 80 years, you are old. The day you stop learning, you start dying. Let me use this opportunity to say that in January, February, thereabout, the James Olole leadership is going to start a growth masterclass. And the name is going to be Elevation Growth Cycle. Now, this is going to be a paid event. This is going to be a paid program. And it's going to be a 6-month program where we are going to be diving ourselves into the next impact and growth we want to create for ourselves. It's not going to be free. If you are ready to be part of it, begin to save for it. We will be announcing that soon. And as I said, that will not change the free masterclass. But if you want to go deeper into this, be willing to invest yourself into it. Your ability to grow is the cost you place yourself on. My mentor again, Dr. Olumide said, the money you are not willing to lose, you are not ready to grow past the money. Any finance you feel is too big for you to pay for, that has reduced your level. I'm telling you the truth. If you are willing to pay for it, it advances you. So let's stay tuned. You will keep hearing more on those details. Number 10, principles on how to live a worthwhile life is you must have a mentor and coach in your life. You must have a mentor and coach in your life. Do you have a mentor? Do you have a coach? Who coaches you? Who mentors you? Who mentors you in the key decisions of your life? Who guides you? Who coaches you? And your coach and mentor must be someone that has a proven track record and proven experience in that field. Mentorship and coaching is not emotion. It's not. And if you understood from every of my teaching, I bring this point. I'm not bringing it just to tell you about it. I'm telling you the relevance. And I need you to keep hearing this. That if you want to go far in life, mentorship and coaching is the game. I'm telling you the things. Please, it's been said, no, follow who knows road. Who knows the road? Follow the person. If I'm going to Eswatini or I'm going to South Africa and I don't know the road, I need to get someone that knows the road, or I follow the GPS map to guide me. It will be stupidity of me, even if I am a geologist or I have all the geography in me, to assume that I can know the road from here to Eswatini by road without having guidance. It's the same thing. You want to achieve a worldwide life and you don't have a mentor? Check anyone that you know has been successful without a mentor and coach. Check any organizations that they don't have coaches that come to train their executives and their management on a yearly basis. If organizations are investing millions of dollars to invest in personal development of their top teams, getting the right consultants, then you as an individual, you feel that you don't need a coach in your life, then please check yourself. But if you want to achieve a worldwide life, you need to have a coach, you need to have a mentor. And please know, there is no free coaching and mentorship in life. It must cost you something. And it is valuable, because it takes something of value to get something of a greater value. It takes something of value to get something of a greater value. And if you are not willing to make sacrifice in coaching and mentorship, then you are not willing to pay and to expand yourself to your next level. So please, I encourage you, have a coach in your life, have a mentor. If you want to achieve a successful life, make a sacrifice. 2026 is coming. Are you making savings already? Set a budget for personal development. Set a budget for your growth. No matter what it is, learn something new. Go to YouTube, get something, build capacity. Keep learning. Never stop learning and improving. And at this point, I think we've been able to achieve the 10 principles. And just as a way of rounding up, I'm going to share them again as we conclude. The 10 principles of a worldwide life is: number 1, begin with the end in mind. Number 2, develop a disciplined lifestyle and build capacity. Number 3, develop a priority lifestyle and focus on the items that matters the most. Number 4, be ready to sacrifice and be willing to lose something so you can gain something for the future. Number 5, you must be ready to build hunger and appetite for excellence. Number 6 principles, you have to develop structures and systems and have an effective team in your life or in your business. Number 7, build financial intelligence and wealth creation mindset. Number 8, you must develop the right attitude and the right character. Number 9, you must invest in your growth and personal development. And number 10, you must have a mentor and a coach in your life. I strongly believe that with these 10 points, a life of success and a worldwide life is achievable. As long as you apply these principles, my friend, I can tell you with every honesty, I don't care your location, I don't care which field you are, I don't care where you find yourself. If you follow these principles, I can give you every assurance that in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years of your life, assess it. You're going to see a progression leading you to a successful end. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And at this moment, we will pause for questions and feedback. Thank you. It's a tough one. It's a tough one in the sense that there are some fundamentals that, in my opinion, and we have a lot of technocrats here in the field of education that can also add or provide response. Please, James only, I may not be able to. If we have other people that want to contribute, please, we will sincerely appreciate to guide our colleague on this question. So, but one thing I can say is that you need to understand from the fundamentals, where did you, because, and this is why I feel that the systems and structure come in. What are your goals? Why did you set up the school? What is the objective in starting the school? Because you see, number one is that we need to even define the purpose. Your ability to define the purpose will make you know what are the resources that are required to accomplishing the purpose you want to achieve. And part of the resources is the teachers. The teachers are key, and they are the critical resources in any institutions of academic learning. And if the teachers are key, first is what is the objective? Why did you set up the school? Now, What kind of teachers do you want? What kind of students do you want the teachers to grow and to develop and to impact? What is your end goal in terms of the result you want to have? You see, until we're able to define all of this, because your ability to define and to understand your objective, it will help you to know that even from an employment standpoint, are you employing people that will fill up a position, or you are employing people that will fix and achieve the goal that you have intended for the school that you have set up? Now, one of the mistakes, and I'm not saying maybe you make a mistake, sir, but I'm just saying generally one of the observations I see is that many times businesses are set up for the purpose of profit. And I keep and results and facts have shown that yes, while profit might be great, but that should not be the primary purpose of setting up any business. It should be towards impact. It should be towards service delivery. It should be towards value addition. And if we understand all of this, then we need to now start looking into debt. How do we go about this? What I would recommend to you is that I may need to have a one-to-one section with you. So I may encourage you to be part of the Growth Masterclass. I think it's going to help. A one statement will not be able to answer all of this, because we need to understand from the rudiment, from the beginning, from the foundational level, where did we get it wrong? Then building it from that end. And one thing I will say as I conclude, sir, is if you are ready to pay, people are ready to give you the best of service. Are you willing to pay to have the best of teachers? There are, unfortunately, teachers are the ones that are not. As we're on this platform now, I can tell you that internally where you are, I have people on this platform that will be willing to give you the best of service if you are willing to pay. And it's not a big fee. It's still a reasonable amount. But all of this, it also has to do with the value of the school fees. I know there are a lot that is involved in all of these processes, but in all, we need to look at all of that, and let's see in a one-to-one section to discuss that in details. Thank you so much, sir, for that question. Now, let me say this, that, and I need to be honest with you, that as much as we have, one of the challenges that we've had is within the government sector and also within the public and private sector. I mean, corruption is everywhere. It's everywhere, no matter anywhere you find. And I have been in situations, and I've been in several, I wouldn't want to mention names or the locations, but I have been in several situations where, man, it's tough. And one of the things I keep telling people is that it's easier when those that are corrupt are those below you and you are their supervisor. You can manage that. You can fix that. But it's not tougher. It's not challenging when you have those above you that you report to, and they are the ones that are corrupt. It's many times a big challenge. And I can be honest, I have been in both situations at different times in different years, and I have applied same principles at different years and different times. And I've seen that the principle that I apply have worked. In whatever situation, I keep telling people it's two options. It's either you exit the place when it gets that tough, or you are willing to stand and fight and make things work well. But if you want to stay and fight, it comes with a cost. Those are part of the sacrifice. And the cost it comes with is that you are going to face serious battles. But one of the secrets I can give to you is you must be good on your job. You must be good on your job, and you must be disciplined to guide every area that you will not be implicated. And you also need the help of God, I will be honest. God factor is key. Number two is that you also need to know, because let me tell you something, that no matter the organization, one of the assessments I tell people is that check the organization. The people that are corrupt, are they the owner of the business? If they are the owner of the business, then it's very difficult to change. But in many times, they are not the owner of the business. There is no owner of a business that will set up a business and he wants the business to fail. So the individuals are not the owners. They may just have a managerial position a leadership position, but they are not the owners of the business. And one thing I keep advising is that when it gets tough, there is always somebody that your boss reports to or somebody above you reports to. Do you have the courage to engage them? I have done that. That is part of the things I can't share publicly, but these are there are some practical things that, to be honest, as much as you want, but this is a public information. We cannot discuss it here. But in those our one-to-one engagement, in those our growth engagement, these are the things we'll be discussing. But I hope I was able to respond to your question, sir. Okay, I heard that Nicholas has raised his hand. Sir, thank you so much, sir. I'm sorry. You can ask your question or make your contribution. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for the insightful presentation. I just wanted to make a contribution and not a question per se. This is a very in-depth presentation, and I wanted to just indicate that it's important for us to always have priorities and goals in life to work on. A couple of years ago, as I reflected on my life and my journey ahead, I made certain decisions which bordered or which required me to upgrade myself. I had to register for a PhD program, and every single investment I made in the PhD program, I look back and I see that it's worthwhile. And if I had not invested, that money would not have been there also. And so when you don't have a goal or a priority that you are working at, you may not be able to channel your resources towards them. So thank you very much for this, just to share the story as well. Bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Nicholas is a senior colleague. I am so much grateful to have you on this platform. And I think I know a bit about the story of the PhD also, and it's been a very tough decision for him. And thank you. And just as he said, I mean, these are proofs to let us know that no matter what we are willing to achieve in life, we must be willing to sacrifice to get to where we want to. Thank you so much. Sincerely appreciate it. And I want to thank everyone for joining the James Oral Leadership Masterclass today. And I believe it has added a value. I want to thank everyone that have joined. And I sincerely appreciate your input, your contribution. And as I said again, in 2 weeks' time, we are going to be meeting and we're starting some fundamental teaching on competence, on loyalty, and on character and integrity. I can tell you, no matter your field, you need these values. And we are going to be diving in very deep into it. Please don't miss it, and let's keep in touch. If you're interested to be part of the James Oral Leadership WhatsApp platform, we have a WhatsApp platform, and we engage and we build ourselves. It's a community where like-minded people come together, and we will be happy to have you be on board. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a great time connecting with everyone, and I wish you the best of the week ahead. At the moment now, we'll be ending the section, and I do have a blessed week. Thank you, and bye for now.